Welcome back to the show. For our last topic of the show, we have the problems at Toyota. Well, you asked for it, you got it, and Toyota has gotten a lot of it, hasn't it?
They certainly have.
I don't drive a Toyota personally, but it seems like you're basically taking your life in your own hands when you're driving that car nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, because I do drive a Toyota product. I drive a Lexus, and that too is on the recall list.
Ooh, I'm impressed.
But with the problem, can we say that? I don't know if we advertise. We're not advertising for it because we're about to rip into it. But my concern is not with just Toyota. It's with corporate greed. It's with government. There's a word I'm looking for. Help me here.
Malfeasance?
Not malfeasance, but it's
maladministration?
Well, when I give you probably find the word when I give my example.
Oh, I can figure out a couple of words. I just can't say them on the air now.
The government has an agency that's designed to oversee the car makers and occurrences and instances like this, and they they were out of compliance, Toyota. But this is not the first time the government is about the protection of individual and people's rights. And when I look at what's going on with Toyota, when I look at what went on with the cigarette companies for years, I know I'm kind of going off kilter here, but my problem is with the government actually co-conspiring with big business.
Well, wait a minute. See, but that was par for the course under your guy, the Bush administration. They felt that these companies could self-regulate themselves. You know, the market would regulate the bad actors out of business. Meanwhile,
anybody who believes that is a fool. And I was a supporter of George Bush, but anybody who believes that is a fool. A business is going to try to pull in the highest profits, but it wasn't just under the Bush administration with regulation. People were smoking and being killed with smoke by the tobacco companies through Democratic and Republican administrations for years. And now, when people go to lawsuits, no one could beat the tobacco companies in court until the late 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And now that the tobacco companies are losing, the government of all people are the ones doing the suing when they prevented this to be going on for years.
But isn't that what we want now? We want them to step in now?
I want them to step in and do their job they're supposed to when at the beginning, like back to our previous thing with healthcare, do the right thing now, not 30 years after millions of people have been harmed. You knew Toyota. Toyota has used a onboard computer to dispel the latest reported incidents of their cars accelerating. Which means that same information was available to Toyota when their accelerating problems were going, and
wait a minute. You had the same problem with Audi.
There was something wrong with the carpet.
But you had the same problem with Audi. You may have the same problem with other Fords, and who could ever forget, I forget the brand name of the car, but you know, when you smashed in the back of it, it blew up. The problem with the Ford trucks the gas tanks in the back.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's the government's responsibility that when they getting this data in, the individuals one at a time, we don't know what's going on. It's the government's job to protect us, and they continually have shown they are complicit. That is the word I'm looking for. They are complicit with big business in not protecting the American people, just as they are, Mr. Obama, with health care and lack of a public option.
Let's not run off the rails here now.
Okay, yes,
it's about Toyota now.
Right.
Now, the chairman of Toyota, or the owner of Toyota, I can't remember which, they've hauled him up in front of Congress. He made a public apology. They are working on the problem, which is more than I can say for the American car companies that have these same problems.
Let's just say this. They're not working on the problem because the answer to this is that, because I am one who bought a Toyota based one on quality and two on safety, which was a fraud. And
are you having problems with your car now? Now, I'm speaking as one who doesn't have a car at the moment, and I'll be happy to take any offers you got, but have you had any problems with your car?
I haven't had any problems with my car, but the problem is, Angelo, is that the first problem could be the last problem.
Gary, no problem at all.
The government, you know what? But I bought my car on the premise that this car was a quality, safe product, and that Toyota knew was not true, which constitutes fraud.
Wait a minute. For the most part,
if you have access to onboard computers that are telling you that there was acceleration in this automobile uncontrolled acceleration, and you send out to your car owners that it's something with the carpet being tucked up under a brake.
Well, that was one problem. They weren't sure about that.
No, the same onboard computer that has been used to disprove these latest incidents and occurrences, that same information was available to you years ago. And had I known that this car had an acceleration problem, I would not have made the
But wait a minute, there may not be a problem. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Wait a minute, hold on. We're getting reports of the acceleration. In some cases, it's been proven, and not using.
No, in the latest
case, not through the black box.
No.
In
the latest cases, they've been proved for, because you know what? You do have people who will lie and manipulate a system.
Right.
But you know what? The early reports, there was no public record of it. People were reporting acceleration. All I'm saying is that those onboard computers were available when you denied that there was a problem. You reported to the government that the only problem that existed was carpets getting caught in between the accelerator and the brake pedals, and you knew it was a lie.
So a company covers up. Wow, big news there.
Okay, then they should be held accountable.
And they are being held accountable. And that's done through the lawsuit. You can now sue them.
Anyone who wants a refund should be able to get them. Anybody who's returning the car should be able to return the car in.
Hold it, better yet. And this is a big bugaboo for conservatives. Hey, how about suing? Oh, that's right. Republicans don't want that because they want
cap on it.
They want tort reform.
Tort reform, okay.
Tort reform. Okay, so to all those cats out there who want tort reform,
I'm not a believer in tort reform.
Alright, but now, who do we hold responsible? I mean, Toyota covered it up, and now you have...
And the government was complicit in the cover-up.
Because because the theory is because businesses will regulate themselves. Okay. So now, when do we start saying...
When have we seen... Yeah, I agree. When have we seen business regulate itself?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. But my problem is, I always had a problem with that theory. So when are we going to drop this theory? And I mean to take this off the ledge. But when are we going to drop the theory that businesses can't regulate themselves? When is this failed theory going to stop being permeated throughout the government? That's what I want to know.
I agree. No, I'm in concurrence with that, because we all know businesses are about the bottom line. They're going to make ways to fake money, make money, and rake money any way they can. And I too agree that no, there needs to be more government oversight, especially for the consumer.
Oh, what a feeling. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and the audience, we're going to wrap up this issue of America Speaks. For Gary, I'm Angelo. Have a pleasant evening, day, wherever you are, and peace. Till next time.